You've probably seen ads and billboards this spring about calling your state lawmakers and urging them to protect Missouri farmers. But earlier, we learned the legislation these ads support concerned cancer warnings on pesticide labels. So I asked the person who leads an organization running some of these ads if the media campaign has been truthful.
I believe so.
Elizabeth Burns-Thompson is the executive director of the Modern Ag Alliance, which was founded by German pesticide maker Bayer. The Modern Ag Alliance has run lots of ads in Missouri, some of them roping the pesticide labeling bills in with egg prices, and ads such as this, which refer to glyphosate, the main ingredient in Roundup, as a crop protection tool.
When we talk about crop protection products, that is an industry term. We say pesticides, we say, chemistries, those are things that we use intertwined.
The Modern Ag Alliance has run some ads directly referencing the chemical glyphosate.
I think that education campaign is incredibly important.
But other ads have tried to associate the issue of cancer warnings on pesticide labels to defense from China and supporting President Donald Trump, such as this one from a committee called Protecting America Initiative.
Jefferson City needs to pass protections for U.S. agriculture manufacturers.
Earlier this year, people in some parts of the state received letters in the mail targeting individual state senators for being on the fence regarding helping President Trump protect America from Chinese farming interests. The interesting part is the targeted lawmakers are some of the most conservative members of the Senate.
Early on in the session this year, they started sending out mailers, and who they are, we don't even know that.
Republican Senator Brad Hudson was one of the lawmakers targeted in these pieces. He says these mailers, which appear to support the Bayer-backed legislation, accomplished the opposite.
As far as the conversation is concerned, they did not do themselves any favors by targeting senators in their districts.
I'm not sure why those particular state senators were targeted.
Amy Gossett is a political science professor at Lincoln University in Jefferson City. She explains candidate campaign mailing pieces often include underlying messaging, which may have been at play here.
So you frame the argument in such a way that alarms the people receiving the mailing or the advertising. It can really harm the candidate who it claims to be advocating for.
This piece we obtained says it was also paid for by Protecting America Initiative. The return address is an office building in Pennsylvania. The Federal Election Commission only lists 2 people associated with this organization, both based in Washington, D.C. It does not identify any specific candidates or legislation it supports, but shows it spent over $100,000 in TV ads for Kamala Harris last year. In the current climate of political action committees or PACs, Gossett says it's almost impossible to track who sent these pieces and what their motivations are.
When you say things like the committee to elect so-and-so or the citizens for the anti this or pro that, then you don't know who those citizens are. It could literally be one person behind the entire thing.
The pesticide labeling legislation narrowly passed the House and needs to pass the Senate to have a chance at becoming law. With the end of this year's legislative session approaching, Hudson says the future of these bills looks bleak.
I'm never going to say that something is impossible, but it would certainly be quite a heavy lift for them to try to take this issue up.
The bill sponsors in the House and the Senate, Republicans Dane Deal and Justin Brown respectively, refused to do an interview regarding their own legislation. Bayer has directly contributed thousands of dollars to both of their campaign funds. The end of this year's legislative session is May 16th, just under 2 weeks from now. We've got a link to both the bills associated with cancer warnings on pesticide labels on our website, KOMU.